Hey guys, how's it going? Cheers to you, except for Amy. Ooh, my lipstick's looking a little harsh. I think I need to like switch. I think this is getting too pale for me because the more tan you get, it just looks a little bit too stark. So there's this other, this is MAC, and I think it's Myth. And I think when I get tan, I need to switch over. The other one I like is gel. I like nude lipstick. I don't like color on my lips anymore. It's just a thing. And also, guys, this is really why I'm glad I'm growing the hair out. Love that hairstyle. I really do. Some of you have written, you're like, why are you changing hairstyle? I do love it. Working out's kind of a big part of my life. And, you know, this is a pain. Like, I want to be able to get into ponytail status. Just saying. Missed your flow? I don't know what you said about left arm versus right arm, but I am feeling a little bit more balanced. I'm doing some new upper body stuff, which I'm probably going to do back and biceps tonight. I told you guys one of my favorite, I don't want to say I made it up, but I think I saw it one time. There's a lot of like Billy Blank's old stuff. It's like a Billy Blank's boot camp, and it was a move he did with bands. But essentially there were two moves where, you know, you had the bands, and I think back then, you know, you're stepping on the bands, so you're pulling them up, so the resistance is going up. But essentially, you know, you have your weight like this, and you're pushing it that way, so you're using your bicep, but you're also using your shoulder. And I mean, you can really take that move and kind of go out, right? But then also do it this way. So you're using your shoulders, you're using your delts, you're also using your biceps, and let me tell you, one of the things I really like to do lately is just totally blow out my shoulders and just burn them, you know, go to total failure. So, and I'm trying, like I said with you guys, to alternate doing like a total burnout day where I do like lighter weights and just totally burn out until failure with lighter weights and tons of reps where you just don't stop. Like I'll go and I'll do front raises to, again, what do we call that? That's not a lateral raise. This is a lateral raise. So what's this when you bend them like that? Bent lateral raise? So I'll go front raise, lateral raise, side raise, bent over rear raise, and then maybe kind of in between this, just do one rotation after the next, one set after the next without stopping, and then stop, and then do it again, and then maybe go heavy or whatever. I just like mixing it up so that my body never knows what's coming, but then do a separate day where it's all like heavy isolation, like Jenny Lynn style training, where I do heavy, heavy, heavy. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna join the gym again soon because I wanna add just all kinds of stuff. I love working out at home. For the most part, yeah. I mean, my dream is to have a gym, a home gym, like Tony Horton does. Tony Horton has like the best home gym. If you look at some of his videos, he has everything you need. I mean, that's the dream. The reason that I like to go to a club is for the few things that I can't do at home. See what I'm saying? Like right now, I don't have cardio machines at home. I'd like to be able to run on a treadmill in the winter, stuff like that. So I'm digressing, but I always do. Listening to a little fake pill today. How do you like that? Did a run today. Made a mistake. I definitely have to do my running when it's summer, in the morning or in the evening, because I went today on my lunch hour. Not like it's a defined lunch hour, but you still have to be like I'm on the time limit, right? But it was, I think, already 87 degrees. I didn't think it was that hot, but it was. Sorry, I didn't turn my music down. I always have it at level 23, and I think it's at 29. So I always get some of you guys writing to me on YouTube or emails like, turn the music down! Sorry, I forgot to do it today. And I'm not just gonna get up in the middle of my vlog and go over there and turn it down. And of course, I don't have my remote control, so you're just gonna have to get over it today. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, so I went to go do my run today, and a couple of things that I realized, you guys. I think my issue, I've really gotta have Amy go with me. Somebody go with me, or I gotta find a way to time it, because I think what happens when I'm running outside, it doesn't feel like you're running fast. So I think what I'm doing, and I'm pretty sure I confirmed it, that I'm running way too fast. And so I start off, and it doesn't feel like I'm like sprinting running, because I do kind of stop and I'll do some sprints towards the end. It doesn't feel like I'm running that fast, but remember I told you the loop that I do in that parking lot? I've measured it with my car. Each one is about 1/3 of a mile, okay? Probably a little bit less. So I kept thinking, because I was doing my second round of walk around once, run around twice. And I did fine the first time, but I started cramping up right around the second lap. Made it through the second lap, and then a lot of it too, you guys, I think is the heat, because I just kind of had this overwhelming like breathing thing, and I think it's more the heat than really my cardio capacity, because I think my cardio capacity is pretty damn good. But anyway, when I went to go do my next lap, I was cramping really early, and you know, it wasn't because of food or whatever. I'm not gonna let this destroy me and my ability to run. I have to be able to conquer this. Because there have been times in the past where I've run at the gym and I've been able to get in a 20-minute run, a 30-minute run. I know I can do this. But anyway, so what I did was I timed myself and I thought, okay, I'm gonna walk for half of this and run for half of this, meaning 1 lap, right? So 1 lap is 1/3 of a mile, right? So I timed it. How did I do this? I ran the first half, okay? So basically running half of that lap was 1 minute and 5 seconds. So basically, what I did is I wasn't trying to figure out how fast I was going. I was just like, let's see how fast I'm normally running when I'm running this track, and let's see how, you know, let's multiply that out. If I kept running at this rate, which I thought was like a jog, how fast would I be going? So if I ran half of that in 1 minute and 5 seconds, that would mean, you know, I'd be able to run the whole 1/3 of a mile in 2 minutes and 10 seconds, which multiplied by 3 would be 6 minutes and 30 seconds, right? So 6 minutes and 30 second mile is 10 miles per hour, right? Am I like a moron? That's how we calculate it, right? 6 miles, you could do 10 of those, you know, that's like 9.5 miles an hour. I'm going too fast, right? Because I know at the gym, when I would get on the treadmill, you know, walking, I can walk up to 4 miles an hour, and that's when I need to start kind of jogging. But I think like a good pace for me was more like 6 miles an hour at the gym. And then I remember I'd get mad because I would look around and it seemed like everybody around me was doing more like 9 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour. And I remember like an idiot, I was comparing myself to them, and I'm like, I should be going what they're going. No, I should be going what's challenging for my body, right? So I think that's my issue, is I've got to find a way to do running, and I'm not in a race. I'm running for my health and for my fitness, and for fat loss too at this point. I've got to find a way to slow down, and I think what I need to do is maybe have somebody like Amy, who's been running for a while, go with me, and I'm just going to say, you run, let me see how fast you run, you know? And I just know, I think that's one of the things is I'm running too fast, even though it doesn't feel like it, and then my heart rate is already up, you know, because I glance down, my heart rate's at like 160, and for me, you know, my max heart rate is 160 to 180. That's when I'm, you know, really challenging myself. 150 is that fat burning zone. You guys know I don't really believe in, you know, trying to shoot for a specific heart range, but I do know, you know, when I'm getting up to 160 and 170, I'm pushing it as far as my cardio capacity, and I don't want to go past 180. So if I start running and right away I'm already up at 160, 165, and again, I'm sure that's also because of the heat, right? So I had something in my tongue. Anyway, so let me know your thoughts on that, guys. I am loving it. I am going to blast out my shoulders tonight. Very excited, and have some exciting stuff in the works. I can't wait to tell you guys. I can't reveal it. What else was I going to say? The other thing I was going to ask you, this is kind of a food-related question, and then I'm going to do a separate vlog to introduce, we've got a special guest today. We're going to start this theme on Wednesdays of guest profiles of other great bloggers you should check out. But I got some of that phage Greek yogurt. I got the 0%, right? The no fat. I want you guys to tell me how you use that. I think somebody said mix it with protein powder. Maybe that was Jenna. I want some ideas for using Greek yogurt. So pass them on to me. I'll put that in the questions. And I'm going to do a brief intro to our guest of the day. Thank you.